Hey everybody, what's going on? I just got came back from the hospital. My aunt is in ICU, and basically what happened was her kidney shut down. But the doctor said that she prognosis is good because they have four different types of medication. Now she's down to three. She was unresponsive, but now when we went in, me and my mom talked to her. She was moving around, opening her eyes. They induced a coma on her so that her body could heal on its own. So I'm proud to say that she is doing better because when we got the call that she was in the hospital, it didn't look too good. But it lets you know how God can show up and show out. And guys, I thank you guys for the prayers. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry that I couldn't do a 24-hour live today, but it is what it is. When family's sick, we got to do what we have to do to ensure that they get healed by praying or just showing up and just seeing for yourself and things that we thought were bad. God has made a way, and it's not as bad as we thought. So I mean, she's not out of the danger zone yet because she's still in ICU. But at least we know that she's responsive. Her medications went from four down to three, and thank God for that. And she she recognizes our face, but she's in and out. People induce coma. So I'm just glad to know that, because I was like worried, man. Ooh, I cried pretty much almost up there, but we just got back, and to God be the glory. So thank you guys for the prayers. I seen a couple of comments from Don C. Also, I seen from Carmen. Thank you so much. Arch, thank you so much. So, but now I'm back home, and wow, just glad to get. I just got to the point where I just don't like hospitals, guys. I really don't. From losing a lot of family members to losing my own dad to, oh my God, uncles, cousins. I mean, really, from COVID-19, I had pneumonia. My brother had it. And then my aunt, she beat it, but now she's back in there because something about having her organs were shut down. I guess kidney infection or whatever the doctor said, and they had to give her a lot of antibiotics and induced coma. But she is okay. I mean, she's better. So thank you guys for the prayers. Thank you guys. Wow, I'm just glad to be back home now. But my prayers are with her. Probably tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, I'm gonna let her. Because the rest of the family's going up there to see her. But maybe Sunday or Monday, I'll go up there to see her again. So, wow, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Excuse me, 2 hours. Excuse me, 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the chat. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait till you guys somebody come in and say something to me. Doing the laundry right now. It looks like it's gonna have a little bit of thunderstorms outside because it's cloudy outside. And I looked at the news. They say we probably have 30% chance. So it looks like that's what's happening. So until you guys come in or whatever, I'm just gonna put it on mute and I'm here. I think I'm probably gonna be home for the duration of the day. Just glad my aunt's better than what we thought she was. Still need your prayers though. Still need your prayers. Anyway, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. But I'm gonna put this on mute. If you guys want to say anything or have any questions for me, please. And once again, guys, I do apologize for people that come inside the chat and make you guys feel uncomfortable. I tried my best by, trying to delete or hide people from the channel, and it's fine. My numbers are going down, and that's fine. If that's what it has to be, then what it has to be. Because when that happens, I know that God don't want me to have nothing that I'm supposed to chase. So 780, 779, cool. I'm still cool with it. It never really been about numbers for me anyway. It's just people that are original and who are going to be there for you no matter what. And I'm the same type of content creator. If I call you a friend, know that you're a friend, unless you give me reasons to believe that you're not my friend. Because a couple people came into the chat, and I just could not believe that these individuals were like that. That let you know that you can't trust everybody that you see on YouTube, just like you see people in person. You got to use your better judgment. So, but I'm also an avid believer that people do make mistakes. But when we do things that you sit there and make someone feel uncomfortable by talking about witchcraft or any other negative derogatory thing, we just can't do that. So, but thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for the prayers. My aunt is doing much better, God, because we thought that she wasn't gonna make it. She's still right now in ICU, but she is, progressing, and she is making movements, and she look at us, and she even shook her head like, shh. She know my face, And my mom was talking to her. My mom prayed, just prayed, prayed, prayed. And then by the time I came back from getting my VA from the gift shop, I came back up. My mother was just happy to know that she was doing better. So thank you guys for the prayers, definitely. But other than that, yeah, I'm home now for the duration probably of the day. It's hot outside, and right now I think a thunderstorm is about to happen. Yeah, but anyway, that's cool. I'm just gonna keep this on you guys. You got anything to say to me? I'm here. Much love, guys. Thank you guys for the prayers.
My favorite shirt is ruined. I'm also not
Zero
satisfied.
people to build it. Zero people in the house and one thumbs up. Thank you guys so much already. Happy Friday, everybody. You guys are having a better Friday than mine, but I'm not gonna complain because God is good all the time.
Effective all-day deodorant. Made with simple. Time the intruder left a message spray painted on one of the walls inside of the house. The message read, "The killer is back."
And yeah, these are the little tags that they gave us when I went to see my aunt.
This case takes place in Seattle, Washington. At the time of the crimes taking place, James was a 36-year-old
I
man
got
who lived in the
CCU,
state of Washington.
CCU2, meaning
James didn't have an easy
critical care
start in
unit.
life. During his
Room
mother's
number
pregnancy, he became ill
You
with
can
German
see it.
measles. This illness
It was still
is
stuck in my
known to
clothes. Let me
sometimes
take
cause
this off.
learning difficulties in children after birth.
See it, visitor.
And then right after he was born in
CCU,
1953, James caught spinal
CCU1,
meningitis.
critical
The
care
doctors
unit
didn't
number
think he
one.
had much of a chance of survival, but miraculously,
Your hospital may be
James
doing
managed to
different
pull
things
through.
different
His
than
mother
mine,
looked
but
after him and nursed him night and day for
and
over
I
2
went in
years.
there and I not only just saw my aunt in critical care, I see a whole lot of people in there, and I just automatically just start praying for everybody I saw because when I go in, it's sad for me because I hate hospitals, but when I'm there, I try to pray for everybody that I see. That's in critical care. There's little babies in there sick and older people, and I just started praying for everybody. And wow, but prayer do changes things. It really does. One person to building, two thumbs up. Thank you so much. But anyway, y'all, I'm just glad to be home. Just glad to be home now. I can rest.
When James was younger, he was known to be rather cheeky and mischievous.
See what I'm gonna basically
Not in
do?
a bad way. As he approached his
Watch some
teenage
YouTube,
years,
just chill out.
he became more violent and would smash his
One
mother's
person
face
watching, 2 thumbs up.
windows.
Awesome. I'm watching this about this guy from Seattle, Washington.
He managed to get
He's a
hold
serial
of a
killer.
live chicken. He then got hold of a blade and began to hack.
You know, a lot of people doing these crime channels and stuff, and you know, some of them are very interesting.
Message spray painted on one of the walls inside the house.
But anyway.
The message read, "The killer is back."
When somebody say something, I say something, y'all. I'm just
This case takes
glad to be
place
home.
in Seattle, Washington. At the time of the crimes taking place, James was a
I need to get
36-year-old
my
man
nails done
who
too
lived
today.
in the state of Washington. James didn't have an easy start in life. During his mother's pregnancy, she became ill with German measles. This illness is known to sometimes cause learning difficulties.
One person watching, hope you have a happy Friday.
And then right after he
Hope
was
it's cool
born
where
in
you are.
1953, James caught spinal meningitis. The doctors didn't think he had much of a chance of survival, but miraculously, James managed to pull through. His mother looked after him and nursed him night and day for over 2 years. These illnesses resulted in James's cognitive abilities being affected, and his development growing up was slower than what is typical. James's parents had a turbulent relationship, and his father did not want to accept a son with learning difficulties.
Wow.
One day, when James was 7,
People do some crazy
he had
things to little
misbehaved,
kids. How you gonna
so
sit there and
his
want to
father
step your
slapped
son
him
because he got to
as hard
learn
as he could, and
disabilities?
then just walked out of
And
the
parents
room
would be
and
better
his mother
parents when they have so many serial killers running around here.
James's mother did the best she
Jesus.
could. She worked and studied hard and became an accountant to support her family. James's father leaving would cause a great deal of anger to brew inside of him, and also caused him to have abandonment issues that would
Jesus.
shape his behavior as he grew older.
Lord have mercy.
It was when James entered his teenage years that his behavior
Okay, 0
started
people in
to
the building,
change.
2 thumbs up.
When James was younger, he was known to be rather cheeky and mischievous, but not in a bad way. As he approached his
Let's cool it
teenage
out a
years,
little bit
he
though.
became more violent
I
and would
think maybe
smash
I
his
should
mother's
just go for a
ornaments,
ride with my
books,
phone
and
and do
windows.
some short videos or
When
something.
James was around
I
12
tried to
years
do a
old,
24-hour
he
live
managed
stream,
to
but
get
it didn't go
hold
to
of a
plan
live
today.
chicken. He then
One,
got
you know,
hold
the
of a
trolls,
blade
and then
and
I got
began
a
to
call about
hack
my
at the
auntie.
chicken.
Thank God, all
And
of
then when he was
everything was
13,
better than I
he
thought it was
entered
gonna be
his
by the
neighbor's
grace of
home
God.
and set fire to the
But
man's
you know,
couch and curtains. James's behavior was
I don't know,
obviously
y'all.
getting
I
out
guess
of
I got a
hand.
lot of thoughts
The
going through my
authorities
mind with this
decided to
channel and
act,
where I want to
and his
take it.
mother also wanted to
But I
get
know one
the
thing, I
help
can't
he
be so
needed.
trusting
And so
to
a
give
judge
people
sent
wrenches
him
like I thought
to
I
a
would, because I
rigorous
never
school
thought
at
the person
Bullying.
that I love
The
was
school
one of the
is a
people I care about so
rehabilitation
much
center for
would
individuals
be the
with
person they are. Oh
intellectual
my
and
God.
developmental disabilities.
But anyway, I'm
The
not gonna
structure
complain.
and the
God
experience
has been
of the
too good
staff
for me to
did
complain.
wonders for
Honey.
James. They
Too
described him
good.
as a happy young man who thrived at the
I
school.
just don't want
But
anybody
then
commenting
James was
in my
moved to a
chat and
halfway
making
house,
my
and this change
y'all feel
caused a lot of
uncomfortable. You know
stress
what I
for him.
mean?
At this
So
halfway house, James
I
began
definitely got to be on
breaking
the ground about
windows
that.
almost every single
Like
night.
last night,
Yet again,
well, this
he
morning,
started some fights.
I didn't like
On a
that.
few occasions, James was
But
arrested for
anyway,
his
that's
violent
then and this is
outbursts.
now. It's
When
gotta be
James turned
to
21,
take my
he
people
was
more
given
better.
the option to leave the halfway house,
I'm
and
talking
he
about
did.
witchcraft. You gotta go on
Despite his
somewhere with that
bullying
mess.
behavior, James was released and left to fend for himself. For
So
the next
everybody
few
writing
years,
what they
James
believe
would
in, but
either
when
live
people
in
tell
some
you
residence
that
or
makes me
on the
uncomfortable,
streets.
should
He
be a
would
better person
also
to say,
spend
hey,
time with
okay,
his mother
I
and stay
apologize.
at
I'll
their
be a
house
better
for
person. This
months at a
person ain't even
time.
got a rent.
But
I
at
was
his
like, oh
mother's
Lord, let
house,
me take that
James
back.
would become violent and angry. According to James, this was because his mother would nag him.
But anyway,
He would trash her
let me be
apartment
quiet.
and destroy her possessions and furniture. He would even leave her notes telling her that he wanted to kill her. Because of these
Oh God.
outbursts, James's mother wanted to get him some help, and so he was evaluated by a mental health caseworker. But they said there were no real issues with James. Then James's caseworker went to visit him in his flat. When they came over, they found James smearing feces all over the
Oh
wall.
God.
The caseworker decided that he
He's
needed
just
to
putting
be
feces all over his
supervised
wall
and
and acting crazy, but the
evaluated for the
social
following 2
worker and the
weeks.
psychiatrist gonna say
But
nothing
the
wrong with
court
it.
denied this request, despite the fact
They go on to
that they
kill
wrote in their
people, serial
report
killers.
that James said he may kill someone one of these days.
Jesus.
James was free to go. This cycle would
Anyway,
repeat
ain't
for
nobody here
years.
right now, so I'm just
James
gonna
would stay
save my
with
voice,
his
y'all.
mother or be on the
Because I think I said
streets,
enough
and his mother
already,
would continue
tried
to
enough
push for
already with
James
my
to
aunt.
get the help he needed
It things turned out to be not as bad as I thought. So I'm grateful for that.
James' sister passed away in February of 1990. After her passing, James became more withdrawn, and his mother noticed that he was speaking to himself more and becoming more violent. James would sometimes go to his sister's apartment and would lie on the couch talking to himself. One night, James was staying at his mother's home. She came home to find James watching a movie about the killer Lizzie Borden, the movie
Oh,
that
God.
he had watched multiple times. Lizzie Borden was an American woman accused and
What's
found
going on,
out
Carmen? How
guilty
you
of
doing,
killing her
darling?
father and stepmother.
You on break? Thank you for your prayers, honey. I saw that.
The full story is
My auntie is doing bad. Well, she's not doing as bad as we thought she was. We went there. They put her in a induced coma because she had kidney infection, was shutting down the organs because she had COVID-19 earlier. Yeah, we just left them up there, and they took off one of the medications, and she's responsive now. Her eyes are opening, and she go back to sleep because they still got a induced coma, but she's gonna be all right. But thank you for your prayers, honey, because it's not as bad as we thought it was, because we thought we was losing her. I mean, that's why they put it in there, because she's been in there about 3 days now. But she's responding to the medication. She opened her eyes. She squeezed my hand. So, even though I know sometimes that, in other cases, like I've seen people go through induced coma, it could be the worst. But in this case, it's a good thing. So thank you for your prayers, darling. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a beautiful Friday. Thank you, honey.
That night, while his mother slept, James looked
Yeah,
through his
I hope you
mother's
have a
toolbox
beautiful
for
day
a
and
single
enjoy your
weapon.
break, hon.
Eventually, settling on a large
Thank
knife.
you, honey.
He
Thank
then
you.
removed
Thank you.
all of his
Thank God for
clothing,
you.
just like Lizzie did in
Which
the
most of my
movie,
people that's in my
and then
chat,
slowly crept into his
more like
mother's
you, honey.
room.
Thank you so
He
much.
stood over the woman who had stood by him his whole life and supported him.
But I'm just chilling.
Raised the knife.
Just chilling. Just glad to be
But
home,
then
honey. Just
she
glad to be
awoke.
home.
She
The
looked
things
up
ain't
to
worse
see
as
James
I thought,
standing there
because
naked,
prayer do
with
changes
a
things.
grin
Thank
on
you,
his
darling.
face weakened the
I'll
knife.
visit you later. Okay,
His
darling.
mother
I'll be here.
screamed and asked what he
Much
was
love,
doing.
darling.
The screaming took James by surprise, and he ran out of her room and out of
Send
the
you a big
house.
hug. Send you a big hug
His
back.
mother barricaded herself in
Much
her
love,
room
darling.
and waited until sunrise. The following morning, his mother called his mental health caseworker, who once again attempted to have him involuntarily supervised and
Oh my God.
evaluated for 2
I'm
weeks.
sitting watching this dude
James was kept in a
about some serial
facility
killers and what's wrong with them,
until his
why they
death.
misdiagnosed
The
and stuff.
hearing concluded that James was not dangerous enough to be kept in a facility. They
Jesus.
said he should be released to outpatient treatment for 90 days and given counseling and medication. He was also
What's
forbidden
going on,
to
Matt?
contact his
Matt,
mother
Max
for 90
YT?
days.
How you doing,
Something
darling?
she was totally against, as she wanted help for James. Not for
I'm
him
doing
to be
okay, but earlier today, I had got a call about my
so yet
auntie
again, she
being in
was
ICU,
released.
and they was basically
James
saying
never
that
attended
her organs
any
were
of the
shutting down, that they
counseling
didn't think that she
sessions.
was
On
gonna
two occasions,
survive.
he was arrested
But
for pulling
we
a
went
knife
up there,
on a
and
woman on
they
security.
had 4 different type of
He was
medication.
not
Now she's
able
on
to
3.
actually harm
She's
them,
responsible, but
but
they
he
still got to
did
induce, and
attempt.
hopefully by
Just like
they're
this,
saying she keep making
James
progress
was
like that, they're
released
gonna
again,
wake
and
her
the
up.
failures of
Take
the
her out of
system
coma,
would soon
and
be realized.
make sure just
James
keep
had
watching
been
her,
hearing
because
voices
she
in
is
his
making a
head for
big
some
progress. So
time, but the
thank
voices
Carmen for all
became
your
too
prayers. You
much,
too, Mad
and
Max.
during the
I'm
night
glad you're all right,
before
because I
Christmas,
stopped by your
on
channel
the
last
8th
night, even
of
though I was
March
still live. I still
1990,
was up there,
James walked through a
and I
neighborhood
did
in
say hello or
Seattle at
whatever. But
nighttime.
at the
He
same
came
time, I
across
had
a
people in my
house
chat,
with
but I
some
did keep your
firewood
channel
and an
up
axe
until you
outside.
left. I said I was
After
gonna be
playing
right
with the
back, but by the
axe,
time I got
James
back, you was
entered the
already
home
gone.
and
So
placed the
I hope you
axe
have no, I hope
inside
you
the
have no wonderful
house
Friday,
and
darling.
left. When the owners of the home woke up, they were confused to see the axe
Yeah,
inside
Carmen,
the home.
she was here. I don't know
Worried
if she's
that
still. I think
somebody
she's
had
gone. She's on a
entered their
break.
home, they called
But
the
really,
police.
I've been
The
on here now with
police
18
came
minutes and
and
58
invested the axe
seconds.
for palm and fingerprints to keep on fire.
Your stream crashed last night?
James returned
Why?
to
Because of the
home
weather?
to steal the axe. On the 13th of March, James decided he
I know,
wanted
because
to
I was
use
like,
the
well,
axe.
I know it's like maybe
The
about
voices
29
in
minutes
his
or
head were shouting
30
at
minutes.
him,
I had
telling
said I'll
him
be right back, and then
that he
after
was
that,
walking
you were
through a
gone.
neighborhood of
But if it's any
Colorado.
consolation
He came
today,
across some
I didn't know what happened, because it took me a long time. It kept saying live stream not available, cannot live stream right now. And I thought maybe I got a channel strike. I didn't know what happened. But after the 4th time of trying, I got back on. So I think it might be a YouTube glitch, because I heard somebody else tell me that earlier. So maybe that's what it is. Because mine crashed a couple times last night too, but I was persistent. I stayed on, and then I got on that final time. I was like, man, I'm just gonna stay live and get my watch time hours. So maybe it's a YouTube thing.
Investigators that he became excited once Geneva turned around in her bed to see him
But
standing
anyway,
there.
hold on, guys.
He
I'll be
told
right
the
back.
investigators, I just said,
Ow.
Jesus Christ. I got excited and took the axe over my head and went wham. James struck Geneva in the face with the axe multiple times. He then went and retrieved a pair of scissors from her drawers and also stabbed her repeatedly with the blade. After James had killed Geneva, he
Just see her
began
trying to do
search
some
through
laundry.
her cupboards and drawers.
Wish I could have done it this morning because it is extra hot, but it's got to be
Rather than
done.
fleeing, James went into the kitchen
I'll be
to
streaming
get
here soon.
himself
Okay.
some
Well, I'll
fruit,
pay your
and
visit.
then walked back upstairs to the guest bedroom and went to sleep.
I'll pay your
When the
visit,
sun
honey.
began to rise, he fled the scene. Geneva's friends
Two
had
thumbs
called
up.
her
Thank you
phone
guys so
number the
much.
following day, but of course, they did not get a response. They
Yeah, I had thought about doing a little bit of gaming, but I said, no, not today. Maybe tomorrow or something like that. Get back into gaming. Something totally different. And then on tomorrow, I'm going out to the lake tomorrow where I'll be doing some short videos. And then, of course, I'll be visiting Mr. Pony. A lot of people like that, and just hanging out in the country, showing how people the brighter side of North Carolina. My son come, hey Brooklyn, my son come up here. There's some.
Police realized it was the axe that had been
Glad
stolen a couple of nights
my son
before.
come up here.
The search to find the killer.
There's some holes
James's fingerprints were
in this house, really, girl. Really? I can believe you. I believe it, honey.
That were clever enough to figure out that he was the
I
killer.
definitely can believe it.
As the police were looking to find the one responsible for the murder.
But anyway, what was some of these holes sitting their butts down already? Because I'm telling you got some crazy people out there. That's for sure. Hold on, y'all. Get my light. I'll be right back.
Due to the brutality and how James
There it
acted
is.
so calmly after the murder.
Yeah, but I just came back from the hospital.
Strike again. And
Mine is in ICU, but she's doing better than what we
17th of
thought.
June, a man named
I
Ian
think you
was
guys are
staying at
prayers.
his friend's house and sleeping on the sofa. They too had forgotten to lock the door.
Yeah.
As Ian fell asleep,
It looked like it's about to
James entered the
thunderstorm.
house, lurking in the shadows towards
I
him.
know when I pulled up, me and my mom, it was like
Ian immediately woke
thunder,
up
yeah,
as
thunder
James
rumble or
tried
whatever.
to
And they
lift
did
him
say
down
30%, but like we about to get some.
repeatedly with a knife.
But anyway, it
Ian
cools
sort
off.
of
It's fine with
fused
me.
his hand,
But by the
thankfully,
time it starts
he was
running, it's gonna
able
get
to
hot
fight
again. But
James off.
that brief coolness
James
be
was
cool
not
with me.
expecting such
I'm happy with that.
resistance after killing Geneva so easily, and so he fled the scene. James's intention was not to hurt Ian. He wanted to kill him.
Yeah, but honey,
The
but
second
yeah,
attack struck
that stuff
Ian
last
in
night,
the
Brooklyn.
community.
Oh my goodness,
Now,
what in the
everyone was
world?
making sure to lock
That
their doors.
individual, I forgot her
On the 15th
name,
of July,
but
James
I think that was
brought
pretty
people
evil
to
for her to
the owner
bring
of
people
the
up here with that
home was
witchcraft
awakened by
stuff,
the
honey.
sound of
I don't
someone
know what the
downstairs.
crap that was.
They simply assumed
I do
it was a
apologize to you,
housemaid,
sister, but you
but
see,
it
I did the
wasn't.
best I could, me and
They
Matt,
agreed to spread
trying to
some
clear
fear
something, delete
amongst
that stuff, and then I
the
timed them out, and it
community.
seemed like every time I timed out, they come with
James
another
on the
account.
wall of the house.
Or maybe it's another person, I don't
The
know.
killer is back. James
Mr. Big
desperately
Red, she
wanted
got a
people to
channel
hear him.
on here, baby. Oh,
On the
really?
21st of July,
I
James
thought that was
stalking
Misty
the
Red.
streets at 3 a.m. He looked through an open living room
Yeah, but
window and
next
began
time
to
she come
watch
through,
those inside.
I got something for her,
The
honey.
people inside the apartment
Somebody else told me that
watching them, and one of them ran outside
that she was
and chased him.
what was the word they say that I might have to watch out for her? I was like, I can handle when she does come in. Search her name, she what? Okay.
The police were looking for the man.
I ain't
but
going
with
looking for her,
James
but when she
sleeping
come
during
through.
the day, this made it difficult. And then on the 21st of
I
August,
can't have that
James
stuff over
broke
here,
into
honey. You know, I'm not
another
type of person.
home. He
I
spread
don't
into
believe
the
in no
walls with
Lucifer
profanity and threats,
and worship no
hoping to
devil. We can't
further
get down
scare
like
the
that, darling.
citizens
No
of Seattle.
way.
But James made a mistake. He had brought an axe
Yeah.
with him.
So how's the
and
weather where
left
you
it
are?
in
You
the house
guys
he
getting in the
broke
rain
into.
right now?
A fingerprint and palm print was found on the handle of the axe. The palm print matched with the palm print found on the axe that killed Geneva, and the fingerprint matched.
I better grab me something to eat. I haven't ate nothing really all day. Just had a VA juice at the hospital, and right before I left, I had breakfast, of course. And that was like what 5 o'clock this morning, so I need to put some in my belly. So y'all give me just a minute. I'm gonna grab me something to snack on. It's too hot for me to cook right now.
This case takes place in Seattle, Washington.
Be right back.
At the time of the crimes taking place, James was a 36-year-old man who lived in the state of Washington. James didn't have an easy start in life. During his mother's pregnancy, he became ill with German measles. This illness is known to sometimes cause living difficulties in children after birth. And then right after he was born in 1953, James got spinal meningitis. The doctors didn't think he had much of a chance of survival.
Yeah, but I was worried about my aunt, so I really don't have much of appetite. I know I need to put something on my belly right now. So I decide what I want to eat. I think I'm probably gonna make a salad, chef salad.
James's cognitive abilities being
Right now, eat this one little cookie.
and his development growing up was slower than what is typical. James's parents had a turbulent relationship, and his father did not want to accept a son with learning difficulties. One day, when James
The only
was
thing
7,
sweeter than
he had
a Carolina
misbehaved,
Diamond
and
is
so his
candy.
father
Okay.
slapped him as hard as he could.
Search for her name. She's
Then
white.
just walked out on him and his mother, and
Mm.
never returned.
I'll check her out later.
His mother did the best she could.
Right about now, my mom ain't on her own them right now, honey. My mom just thankful that my aunt is doing okay.
James's father leaving was
And my mama's older sister, oh my God, she's 86 years old. Her kidney shot down. And we got the call today. They was like, well, we're not thinking she's going to live. I'm like, what in the world? And then I was like, Mom, come on, let's go. She came, we went, got there. And then at first we were like, what room is she in? We finally found out what room she was. And then my mom went up there to start praying for her because I had to stop at the restroom. I walked in and my mom was praying, so I kneeled beside her and started praying. Then my aunt grabbed my hand and I looked up and I was like, oh my God, thank you, God. I mean, the doctor came in and says, well, you know, her prognosis is good. Her kidneys are shutting down, but she's reacting to the medication. We had on 4 types of medication. Now we dropped it down to 3. And the way she keeps progressing right now, we're bringing her out of coma and hopefully we'll have her out of ICU by Monday. I was like, thank you, God. Hallelujah.
The structure and the experience of the staff did wonders for Jim.
And the reason why her kidney was shut down because they said because sometimes when people are older and they catch COVID-19, they may beat COVID-19, but sometimes it can cause some type of harsh damage on some other organs. And they think that maybe she got some type of infection and they give her a whole lot of antibiotics and they induce her in coma so her body can go ahead and rest and just basically recover. And I'm so proud that the doctor is taking care of her. Man, I'm just glad she's out of the worst part right now. And they say right now, the only thing she needs is a lot of rest and love, you know. So everybody just going up there, you know, about 1 or 2 people at the time just going in there, you know, love, you know, rubbing her, just praying for her. And then after that, you know, we left and came home. So
this was because
thank God for that.
He would trash her apartment and destroy her possessions and furniture. He would even leave her notes telling her that he wanted to kill her. Because of these outbursts, James's mother wanted to get him some help, and so
we got some crazy weather. It was cloudy, now the sun coming back out.
But they said there were no real issues with James.
Okay.
Then James's caseworker went to visit him in his flat. When they came over, they found James smearing feces all over the walls. The caseworker decided that he needed to be involuntarily supervised and evaluated for the following 2 weeks. But the court denied this request, despite the fact
Good.
he wrote in their report that James said,
I love you. I bet you glad to have that card back, ain't you?
Yeah. You get master button, get out there.
This cycle would repeat for years.
I said, Mark.
James would stay with his
Mark,
mother
man,
or be on the streets. And his mother would continue to push for James to get the help he needed from
You pay $100 a week. I said, yeah.
$100 a week.
Yeah. I said, I ready for it. I got to get my cup, man.
1990.
Come up here and buy noon time. It'll be ready.
Didn't I tell you? Well, now you ain't got to worry about, you know, taking time off Monday because your none's already done.
Doing the damn work.
Exactly.
That's smart. I'm smart today.
Yeah.
James was staying at his
No
house.
problem.
Huh?
He
Oh,
gave
no
problem.
and
Hey,
watching the movie.
My aunt doing better.
Oh, yeah, I'm really nice how you doing, though.
Well, basically, when we got up, they thought that she was in terrible things, that she wasn't gonna live. But when we got up there, the doctor said they had on 4 medicines, they dropped her down to 3. She didn't recognize my voice, my mama, so she is, you know, acknowledging us. So she's doing better right now. So amen to that.
Is that Lizzie allegedly
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Hey, you got my glasses when you done, didn't
and used it to kill her father.
But them yours on the table, that paper on yours.
This is my black ones right here. There's another pair back there.
Due to the fact that many
Yeah, that's mine. Go look in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's mine. Like, I'm looking for
Many today believe
Yeah, these are
that
mine.
Jane was the one responsible for the killings.
Yeah.
But she died of free will. There is a skipping rope song that was.
Yeah, he finally got his car back, y'all. I don't know if I told y'all, but he had a coyote or something. Now he got his car back.
When she saw what she had done,
Yeah, me too. Hallelujah. Oh my God.
James's mother
You find out? Did you find out how Bay doing?
activated and glued to the
No, I'm gonna go by there tomorrow. I'm gonna pay the water
It
bill.
was okay to change the
Yeah, I'm gonna pay the water bill.
James laughed
No.
and agreed. Later that night, while his mother slept, James looked through his mother's toolbox for a suitable weapon.
Working people live here. I ain't gonna get it back.
He then removed all of his clothing,
that's right.
just like Lisa did in the movie, and then slowly
Yeah, I'm glad you got that way. That's another. I ain't gotta get out now and do that shit. Look at it, baby. Ain't gotta do that no damn more.
You right back down.
Oh, this damn fuck.
Raised by now.
I'll be right to go look at his car.
But the back don't
She
do
looked
that.
up to see Jim standing
Yeah.
there naked with a grin on his
They ain't
face,
gonna do it.
winking
Nothing no
at
damn
him.
more.
His mother
$500
screamed
damn
and asked what he was doing. The scream took James by surprise, and he ran out of her room and out of the house. His mother barricaded herself in her room and waited until sunrise. The following morning, his mother called his mental health caseworker, who once again attempted to have him involuntarily supervised and evaluated for 2 weeks. James was kept in a facility until his hearing. The hearing concluded that James was not dangerous enough to be kept in a facility. They said he should be released to outpatient treatment for 90 days and given counseling and medication. He was also forbidden to contact his mother for the 90 days, something she was totally against, as she wanted help for James, not for him to be further isolated. And so, yet again, James was released. James never attended any of the counseling sessions, and on 2 occasions, he was arrested for pulling a knife on a woman and on a security guard. He was not able to actually harm them, but he did attempt to. Despite this, James was released again, and the failures of the system would soon be realized. James had been hearing voices in his head for some time, but the voices became too much, and during the night they would tell him to kill. On the 8th of March 1990, James walked through a neighborhood in Seattle at nighttime. He came across a house with some firewood and an axe outside. After playing with the axe, James entered the home and placed the axe inside the house and left. When the owners of the home woke up, they were confused to see the axe inside the home. Worried that somebody had entered the home, they called the police. The police came and they just
I got you, baby.
fingerprints to keep on fire. A few nights later, James returned to the home to steal the axe. On the 13th of March, James decided he wanted to use the axe. The voices in his head were shouting at him, telling him to kill. As he was walking
Yeah,
through
get
the
my damn
neighborhood
car
of
down.
Pine Hill, he came across an unlocked home. The home belonged to a 63-year-old woman by the name of Geneva McDonald. Geneva was
like
divorced
that.
and lived alone, and tragically, she had just forgotten to lock her door that day. James entered her home with the axe he had stolen. He had not picked this house out for any reason. It was totally random. He crept up her staircase and walked into her bedroom as she slept. James would later tell investigators that he became excited once Geneva turned around in her bed to see him standing there. He told the investigators, "I just said, Jesus Christ." I got excited and took the axe over my head and went, "Wow." James struck Geneva in the face with the axe multiple times. He then went and retrieved a pair of scissors from her drawers. He also stabbed her repeatedly with
Where you
them.
going?
After James had killed Geneva, he began to search through her cupboards and drawers, stealing whatever jewelry or money he could find. Rather than fleeing, James went into the kitchen to get himself some fruit. He then walked back upstairs to the guest bedroom and went to sleep. When the sun began to rise, he fled the scene. Geneva's friends had called her phone number the following day, but of course, they did not get a response. They went to check on her and were met with the gruesome scene. They called the emergency services immediately, and the police soon arrived. They found Geneva dead in her bed with the murder weapons still in her room. The police realized it was the axe that had been stolen a couple of nights before. The search to find the killer began. James's fingerprints were on record from when he was younger, but the police were not able to find any fingerprints that were clear enough to figure out that he was the killer. As the police were looking to find the one responsible for the murder, James was living on the streets. He would sleep in parks or the woods during the day and stalk the streets at night. Due to the brutality and how James acted so calmly after the murder, the police were convinced the killer would strike again. And they were right. On the 17th of June, a man named Ian Warren was staying at his friend's house and sleeping on the sofa. They too had forgotten to lock the door. As Ian fell asleep, James entered the house, lurking in the shadows towards him, and began to attack. Ian immediately woke up as James tried to pin him down and stabbed at him repeatedly with a knife. Ian suffered 2 cuts to his hand, but thankfully he was able to fight James off. James was not expecting such a resistance after killing Geneva so easily, and so he fled the scene. James's intention was not to hurt Ian, he wanted to kill him. The second attack struck fear into the community. Now everyone was making sure to lock their doors. On the 15th of July, James broke into another home. The owner of the home was awakened by the sound of someone downstairs. They simply assumed it was their housemate, but it wasn't. In a bid to spread some fear amongst the community, James was spray painting words on the wall of the house, which read, "The killer is back." James desperately wanted people to fear him. On the 21st of July, James was stalking the streets at 3 a.m. He looked through an open living room window and began to watch those inside. The people inside the apartment noticed James watching them. One of them ran outside and chased him. The one who chased him was able to catch up and take a photograph. They then handed the image over to the police. The police were looking for the man, but with James sleeping during the day, this made it difficult. And then on the 21st of August, James broke into another home. He spray painted the walls with profanity and threats, hoping to further scare the citizens of Seattle. But James made a mistake. He had brought an axe with him and left it in the house he broke into. A fingerprint and
you said you already talked to them?
Talk to who?
Town and country, I'm about to tide. I said, I was going
the town of
I thought
James
you- I know,
was a 36-year-old man who lived in the state of Washington. James didn't have an easy start in life. During his mother's pregnancy, she became ill with German measles. This illness was known to sometimes cause learning difficulties in children at birth. And then right after he was born in 1953, James caught spinal meningitis. The doctors didn't think he had much of a chance of survival, but miraculously, James managed to pull through. His mother looked after him and nursed him night and day for over 2 years. These illnesses resulted in James's cognitive abilities being affected, and his development growing up was slower than what is typical. James's parents had a turbulent relationship, and his father did not want to accept a son with learning difficulties. One day when James was 7, he had misbehaved, and so his father slapped him as hard as he could, and then just walked away from him and his mother, and never returned. James's mother did the best she could. She worked and studied hard and became an accountant to support her family. James's father leaving would cause a great deal of anger to brew inside of him, and also caused him to have abandonment issues that would show his behavior as he grew older. It was when James entered his teenage years that his behavior started to change. When James was younger, he was rather cheeky and mischievous.
Hey guys, you know what?
Not in a bad way.
What's going on, Fred Franklin? How you doing, darling? What's up?
He became more violent and would smash his mother's
We just pretty much just chilling.
and windows.
Hope you having a happy
When
Friday.
James was around 12 years old, he managed to get hold of a live chicken. He then got hold of a blade and began to hack at the chicken. And then when he was 13, he entered his neighbor's home and
But hope you having a happy
sat on
Friday,
the
Fred.
couch and
Happy Friday.
frozen. James's behavior was obviously getting out of hand. The
What the hell you
authorities
trying to do?
decided
Bite
to
my ears
act,
off?
and his mother also wanted to get the
Son,
help
it
he
is.
needed.
I thought it was
And
really
so a
good.
judge sent him to Rainier School at
I don't
Brooklyn.
want no
So
bad.
you
The
got
school
some
is a
serious
rehabilitation
case
center for
Nah, he
individuals
said
with
he cut grass. He
intellectual
said
and
be about
developmental
6:30.
So you gonna drop
disabilities.
your 4 CDs
The
and show the
structure
shit
and
out?
the experience of
You
the
want to do
staff did wonders
You
for
ain't that
James.
broke, is
They
you?
described
I
him as a
got
happy young man who thrived at the
$20
school. But then James was moved to a halfway house, and this change
I paid
caused
everything
much
this
stress for
week.
him.
Was busy all day, time to
Boy,
chill.
James began breaking
My
the
happy
rules
Friday. I know that's right,
and
honey. I know it. I know what you mean because,
started some
hey, I was
fights.
supposed to live stream all day. Then I found out my aunt was sick and now she's doing better in the hospital. But hey,
When James
I
was
know.
21, he was
it's
able
definitely
to
time to chill.
leave the
Happy
halfway
Friday,
house
honey, because
and
now it's a better Friday for
despite
me
his
as well.
troubling behavior, James was released and left to fend for
And Lord, look
himself.
what I got here. Oh,
For the next
Jesus.
few years, James would
Y'all
either
pray
live
for
in
me.
some residence or on the streets. He would
And now
also
this
spend
plan.
time with his mother and stay at her house for months
Yep.
at a time. But
Oh,
at
wow.
his mother's
Thank
house,
God.
James
She's
would
doing
become
okay. Yeah.
violent and angry.
She's doing a whole lot better.
According to
She's still in the
This
coma,
was
still in
because his
ICU, but
mother would
we
nag
thought that
him.
we was going to
He
lose her
would
because when the
trash her
doctor called us,
apartment
he made
and
us
destroy
made the
her
family think
possessions
that, you
and
know, that she was
furniture.
on her
He
last,
would
you
even
know,
leave her
last, that we
notes
need to come and make our
telling her that
final,
he wanted to
uh,
kill her.
final,
Because of
visit
these
her for the final
outbursts,
time.
James's
And
mother
everybody was like,
wanted
what
to
in the
get him
world?
some help.
Because I didn't know she was in the
So he was
hospital. My mom
evaluated
found
by a
out
mental
earlier.
health
And
caseworker.
basically, you know,
But
that's
they
what
said
happened. And
there were no real
we went up
issues
there
with
and
James.
prayed
Then
for her. And
James's
by the
caseworker
time
went
I,
to
you
visit
know,
him
got
in
through
his
praying, she
flat.
grabbed my
When
hand
they
and
came over,
the doctor's like,
they
well,
found
we had on 4
James
messages on
staring
3. She's
pieces
gonna be
full
all
of
right.
the
You know, just
wall.
let her continue
The
to
caseworker
come and let
decided
let her
that he
rest. And
needed
you
to
know,
be
you guys keep talking to her because
involuntarily
she's
supervised
responding.
and evaluated for the following
And you know,
10 weeks.
that was totally awesome.
But the court denied this request, despite the fact that they wrote in their report that James said he
Avon,
may kill
how
someone
is
one
it?
of these days.
Hey, look, hey, look.
James
Can you stop doing that,
was free to
darling?
go.
Look, come in my chair
This
like
cycle
you a
would
gentleman and
repeat
all
for
that, and
years.
we're
James
fine.
would
Thank you for
stay
calling
with
me
his
beautiful, but my
mother
feet is
or
not
be on the
not for
streets,
anybody to know.
and
Okay,
his mother would
stop doing
continue
it
to
because right
push
now is
for
not the
James
day I
to
need to
get
hear
the
about
help
that.
he
Really,
needed
I'm
from
not
the
going through
relevant
enough.
authorities.
If you have love for me, come and
And
treat me
then
like
James's
everybody else.
sister
Okay.
passed away in
My
February
thoughts
of
and prayers are with
1990.
you and your family. Thank you
After
so
her
much.
passing,
Thank you,
James became more
Abram.
withdrawn, and his mother noticed that he was speaking to
Abram,
himself more and
I hope you guys are
becoming
having
more
a
violent.
good Friday. Got
James
3
would
people in the
sometimes
building.
go to his
4
sister's
thumbs up.
apartment
Thank you guys
and
so
would
much.
lie on the
Y'all give me
couch
1 minute. I
talking
can
to
use the restroom.
himself.
I'll be right back.
One night,
Oh,
James was staying at his mother's home. She
but yeah,
came
what's
home
the
to
temperature
find
where you
James
guys
watching
are?
a movie
Right now it's
about
like
the killer
84
Lizzie
here.
Borden, a movie that he had watched multiple times. Lizzie Borden was an American woman accused and found not guilty of killing her father and stepmother in 1892. The full story is perhaps a tale for another day, but for a brief overview, is that Lizzie allegedly stripped off naked, grabbed an axe, and used it to kill her father and stepmother. She was ultimately found not guilty, most likely due to the fact that many people didn't believe a woman was capable of such brutality. Many today believe that Lizzie was the one responsible for the killings, but she died a free woman. There is a skipping rope song that was dedicated to Lizzie, which goes as follows. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. James's mother saw that James was captivated and glued to the screen. She asked if it was okay to change the channel. James laughed and agreed. Late that night, while his mother slept, James looked through his mother's toolbox for a suitable weapon, eventually settling on a large knife. He then removed all of his clothing, just like Lizzie did in the movie, and then slowly crept into his mother's room. He stood over the woman who had stood by him his whole life and supported him, and raised the knife. But then she awoke. She looked up to see Jim standing there naked, with a grin on his face, wielding the knife. His mother screamed and asked what he was doing. The screaming took James by surprise, and he ran out of the room and out of the house.
This time I'm
His
really
mother
gonna
barricaded herself in her room and waited until sunrise. The following morning, his mother called his mental health caseworker, who once again attempted to have him involuntarily supervised and evaluated for 2 weeks. James was kept in a facility until his hearing. The hearing concluded
You had to get a cool
that
towel
James
because
was
it's
not
getting
dangerous
hot
enough to be
outside.
kept in a facility. They said
Oh,
he should be
man.
released to outpatient treatment for 90 days and given counseling and medication.
Whatever,
He was also forbidden to
whatever,
contact
white
his
boy,
mother
it
for
ain't
90 days.
free. I know that's right.
Something she was
Let
totally
me read this
against,
thing again.
and she wanted help for James.
All right, let me go back up, y'all. Maybe she is having family health problems, but how much you paying? I miss something. Let me go back from the chat. Thank you, Brooklyn, honey. I missed something here. All right, how? Let's see. Hey, baby. I'm busy all day. Time to chill. My Friday. I know that's right, Fred Franklin. Oh, wow. Thank God she's doing okay. Yes, thank God for that. How is a sexy woman with the feet? Oh, come on, Abram. You are so beautiful, and I love you. Head to each. Oh my God! Will you stop that? My thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. Abram, she is having problem. She is having family health problems. But how much you paying? Paying for what? Baby, you got to pay. Pay for what? Temperature here in the Netherlands is 57 degrees. Is that 67 or 57? I need to get my glasses, y'all. 67 degrees. I wish I was there, Fred. I love the Netherlands. Brooks said, whatever, white boy, it ain't free. What is not free? Well, how much do you want for a baby toe? Now, Abram, won't you stop insulting people? Come on, you're supposed to be a gentleman. Come on now. Don't be doing that, all right? Don't be doing that. Ain't nothing in it. Ain't nah. Thank you for your compliments, but stop doing that, all right? Now is not the time, please. Now, if you do that again, I'm going to have to really put you in timeout, bro, okay? Don't do it. Stop. Stop. Doing too much. All right, you got ladies up in here. I'm a lady, okay? I would never come to your chat saying things like that. I think it's disrespectful. You know, if you got any love for me, then give me some respect, okay? And my fellow people up in this chat, okay? Do I love you? How can I love? I don't even know you, friend. I love you in a unconditional, godly way. But what are you talking about? No, I don't need. We ain't getting down like that, bro. Hell to the no, okay? But anyway, hope everybody's having a fabulous day. It is a whopping 85 degrees here, and I wish I was where he where in the Netherlands where Fred where it's 67 degrees at. I have nothing to complain about because God is good all the time. Yes, He is. Yeah, and I'm glad mine's doing better, y'all. But yeah, at the same time, I'm thinking I want me some ice cream, but I don't need that either. But stop that! Don't do that, my brother. Please make me happy. And you know what? I love you, but I got to do it to you, honey. I got to. I got to. Get mad at me later, but we'll be all right. Time out. Stop it. But anyway, give me the all. There is nothing wrong with confidence, but this is not the time to do this. Besides, and my personal thoughts is we got a troll under us. I think so too. Abram, you was born here with them snake motherfuckers last night. Oh my God, really? Abram, you better not be like that. There is no room for Satan here, Abram. You saying you was a snake? You said that you're a snake man, Abram? Are you? Well, anyway, y'all, we ain't bothering us right now. If you can't stop doing what you're doing, Abram, I'm gonna have to just block you from the chat, okay? I'm gonna ask you nice. I'm not gonna ask you again. Stop. But anyway, y'all, happy Friday. Hope your Friday's going great. Mine started out, but it turned out to be all right. There's nothing to complain about because God is good all the time. And I thank you guys for your support because right about now, I need my friends' support. Thank you guys so much. And like Booker said, there's no room for Satan here, Abram. You saying you was a snake man. But anyway, y'all, wow. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna cook for dinner. I'm hungry. I really don't feel like I have appetite to eat. I get like that when my loved ones or someone is sick, knowing I need to make myself eat, but I just don't feel like it. But I'm hungry. So maybe I'll try to make me a salad or something. I'll make a what? What do you say? What you say?
I thank you, Jesus.
I thank Jesus too. I support you any way I can. Thank you so much, Fred in Brooklyn. I do the same thing for you guys too. Much love to y'all. DoorDash or some salad. I do have some dress. I mean, excuse me, some salad dressing, and I have some meat and cheese that I could put in a salad. I think I will do that in a little bit. Right now, I'm just trying to hydrate because it's so hot out there. I had a V8 juice, but that's not yet nutritious. Even the hat snake, 8 inches of snake tall. Think you can? That's it. That's it. I can't do this anymore, honey. You are out of here. Okay. Oh hell no. I've seen you. Really? Mm-hmm. I thought so. Now we know for sure he's a troll. Damn right he is. The whole time I'm thinking that he's a friend. See, that's why I have to be careful who wrenches I give out to. Yep, there we go. Man, this dude got my email address and shit. Oh my god, dude. He said last night Matthew sent him. Now he says Fred, Abram, one of them snake motherfuckers. I see that, Brooklyn. I see that. I see that. Abram, that's messed up, man. This whole time I thought you was a friend. That's how you gonna do us. Stay the hell away from my chat, please. Just stay the hell away from us, because I can't get down with people like you. All right? Peace. Yes, what was wrong with these trolls, man? These trolls don't have no fury, do they? Don't give a damn, do they? Good God, you could be the nicest person in the world, try to have the best day, but here they come. Some type of way to try to infiltrate your chat or try to break up what you got. And I refuse to let anybody break up mine and the people that I will care about. So you can go ahead with that bullshit, honey, because we ain't playing that shit up in here today, okay? Excuse me, cuss, but sometimes you got to cuss a devil, y'all. Man. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to give me 2 more cookies. 2 more. I didn't leave them cookies alone. I'll be right back. Y'all can give me something to put in my mouth. Something to eat. You gonna make me a quick sandwich. Yeah, that'd be cool. So that's why I need a panel, man. That's why I need to start using Streamlab and StreamYard.
I get them filters now. I give them 16 by 20.
I've been walking on my chip, no damn clothes on. I know that's wrong. Get your ass out of here, boy.
16 by 20. Oh, I got it. 16 by 20 by 120. Okay. I give them that Walmart. I give them.
Oh, God.
Hey,
What?
y'all make.
Yeah, toilet paper too.
All right.
I'm going with you.
I got it. I'll get it. Damn filters. Get it real people, man. Amigo, and amigo, yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm eating turkey on cheese on wheat, y'all. Oh, God. Jesus. Why is it they fucking freaking find it? Now I'm back. I decided to get me a turkey on wheat, with cheddar cheese to gobble it down real quick. One back to check. They were just trying to get the attention of desperate men and women, most likely to get money out of them, make them more desperate than they really are. Oh my God, you gotta be shitting me. Carolina, we have to help you lay. Oh Lord, now I'm catching on. I see, y'all. I get it. I get it. I see it now. It all makes sense, especially with the first name, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Yeah, but we about to make a Walmart run, and I'm probably gonna do a Walmart shorts while I'm out. But I'll be back later, about around 4:30. Well, Ronnie, are you leaving now? You gonna go to Walmart? You. What time you going to Walmart? Excuse me, guys. I thought you just said you were gonna go. Yeah, I'm about to go to Walmart. And y'all do a Walmart short while I'm out, and I'll be back about 5 o'clock. I ain't gonna say five. I say about 6. Brooklyn, are you going live tonight, darling? Cause these shows getting on there. I think I better just go take me a break, walk around, go do a little shopping, and come back, y'all.
Yeah. Good Saturday. Shit, good.
But I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. And Brooklyn, are you going live tonight? Yes or no? You haven't made your mind up? I'm sorry, I'm hungry. At the same time, 7:30.
Peace.
Don't send no snook man motherfucker to my chop show. Now, am I talking to the real Brooklyn here? Because Brooklyn know I would never do that shit there. Let me know I'm talking to the real Brooklyn. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Peace. Later, alligator.